Let me ask you a question. What drives you? What gets you out of bed in the morning? What makes your heart race and your mind spark with endless possibilities? For some, it's the pursuit of happiness. For others, it's the search for meaning. But for those who truly want to leave their mark on this world, it's an obsession with winning. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about winning in the shallow sense. Not about trophies on a shelf or medals around your neck. I'm talking about winning at life, winning against your own limitations, winning against the odds that seem stacked against you. You see, winners are not born. They are forged in the fires of adversity, sculpted by the hammer of persistence, and polished by the cloth of continuous improvement. Life is not a spectator sport. You can't sit on the sidelines and expect success to fall into your lap. You have got to get in the game. You have got to play to win. Playing to win is not about beating others. It's about beating yesterday's version of yourself. It's about waking up every morning and saying, today, I'm going to be better than I was yesterday. Now, some of you might be thinking, that sounds exhausting. Do I really need to push myself every single day? And to that I say, absolutely, because growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. It happens when you stretch yourself, when you dare to dream bigger, when you refuse to settle for mediocrity. To think about it. Have you ever met a successful person who was comfortable with staying the same? Of course not. Successful people are always learning, always growing, always pushing their boundaries. They are obsessed with becoming the best version of themselves. Let me share a little secret with you. Success leaves clues. If you want to be successful, study successful people, look at their habits, their mindset, their approach to challenges. You'll find that they all share one common trait. They are obsessed with winning. They don't make excuses. They don't blame others for their failures. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They take responsibility for their lives, and they take massive action. Now, I can almost hear some of you saying, but what if I fail? What if I put in all this effort and still don't succeed? Well, let me tell you something. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every failure is a lesson in disguise. The only real failure in life is the failure to try. So don't be afraid of failure. Be afraid of not giving it your all. Being obsessed with winning means embracing failure as a teacher. It means seeing obstacles as opportunities. It means turning your wounds into wisdom. Let me give you an example. Back in the day, there was this young fella who loved to write. He had a dream of becoming a published author, but his first novel was rejected by 30 publishers. 30. Now, most people would have given up after the 5th or 10th rejection, but not this guy. He was obsessed with winning. He kept refining his craft, kept submitting his work, kept believing in his dream. You know what happened? His book finally got published. And not only did it get published, but it became a bestseller. That book was Carrie, and that young fellow was Stephen King. Today, he's one of the most successful authors in the world, with over 350 million copies of his books sold. That's what being obsessed with winning looks like. It's not about overnight success. It's about perseverance in the face of rejection. It's about believing in yourself when no one else does. Being obsessed with winning is not just about personal success. It's about making a difference in the world. It's about leaving a legacy. Think about the great innovators of our time, people like Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, or Jeff Bezos. These are not just successful businessmen. They are visionaries who have changed the way we live, work, and communicate. They are obsessed with winning, not just for themselves, but for humanity. Now, I'm not saying you need to start a multi-billion-dollar company to make a difference, but I am saying that when you are obsessed with winning, you naturally start thinking bigger. You start asking yourself, how can I use my skills and talents to make the world a better place? Maybe for you, that means starting a small business that creates jobs in your community, Maybe it means volunteering your time to mentor young people. Maybe it means inventing a product that solves a common problem. Whatever it is, when you are obsessed with winning, you are not just focused on personal gain. You are focused on creating value for others. Another crucial aspect of being obsessed with winning: discipline. You see, motivation is what gets you started, but discipline is what keeps you going. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's waking up early to work on your goals, even when your bed feels extra comfortable. It's sticking to your diet, even when that slice of pizza is calling your name. It's putting in extra hours at work, even when your friends are out having fun. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds hard, and you are right. It is hard. But here's the truth. Success is hard. Failure is hard. Struggle is hard. Being broke is hard. Being unhealthy is hard. So if you are going to choose your hard, why not choose the one that leads to success? When you are obsessed with winning, you don't shy away from hard work. You embrace it. You understand that the pain of discipline is far less than the pain of regret. Let me share another story with you. There's this athlete, LeBron James. Now, LeBron is known for his incredible skills on the basketball court. But what most people don't see is the insane amount of work he puts in behind the scenes. LeBron spends millions of dollars each year on his body. He has a personal chef who prepares perfectly balanced meals. He has a team of trainers and physiotherapists who help keep his body in peak condition. He spends hours in the gym, even during the off-season. Why? Because he's obsessed with winning. But here's the interesting part. LeBron is not just focused on winning basketball games. He's focused on winning at life. He's built schools for underprivileged kids. He's used his platform to speak out against social injustice. He's invested in businesses that create jobs and opportunities for others. That's what being obsessed with winning looks like. It's not just about personal success. It's about using that success to lift others up. Now let's talk about another crucial aspect of being obsessed with winning: continuous learning. In today's rapidly changing world, if you are not growing, you are dying. Think about it. 20 years ago, smartphones didn't exist. Social media wasn't a thing. Artificial intelligence was still in its infancy. Now these technologies are shaping our world in profound ways. And who knows what the next 20 years will bring? That's why it's crucial to be a lifelong learner. Read books, attend seminars, take online courses. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to think differently. When you're obsessed with winning, you understand that your most valuable asset is not your bank account or your possessions. It's your mind, and just like you wouldn't let your body get out of shape, you can't afford to let your mind stagnate. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but I'm too old to learn new things. And to that I say, nonsense. Age is just a number. Your ability to learn and grow doesn't diminish with age. In fact, with age comes wisdom and experience that can actually enhance your learning. Take Warren Buffett, for example. He's in his 90s, and he still spends hours each day reading and learning about new industries and technologies. Why? Because he's obsessed with winning. He understands that in the game of life, there's no finish line. There's always room for growth and improvement. But here's the thing about continuous learning. It's not just about acquiring knowledge. It's about applying that knowledge to your life. It's about turning information into action. Knowledge without action is like having a Ferrari in your garage, but never driving it. It might look impressive, but it's not getting you anywhere. When you are obsessed with winning, you don't just learn for the sake of learning. You learn with the intention of using that knowledge to improve your life and the lives of others. Life is not always going to be smooth sailing. You are going to face setbacks. You are going to face disappointments. You are going to face moments when you feel like giving up. But when you are obsessed with winning, you develop a mental toughness that allows you to bounce back from these setbacks. You understand that adversity is not a stop sign. It's a detour that leads to a greater opportunity. Think about some of the most successful people in history. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before he successfully invented the light bulb. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. Oprah Winfrey was told she was unfit for television. What made these people different? They were obsessed with winning. They refused to let failure define them. Instead, they used failure as fuel to drive them forward. Resilience is not about avoiding failure, it's about failing forward. It's about learning from your mistakes and using those lessons to become stronger and wiser. When you are obsessed with winning, you don't see problems. You see challenges waiting to be overcome. You don't see obstacles. You see opportunities for growth. Winning doesn't happen by accident. It happens by design. When you are obsessed with winning, you don't just have vague dreams or wishes. You have clear, specific goals. And not just any goals, big, audacious goals that scare you a little bit. Why? Because small goals lead to small actions. Big goals lead to big actions, and big actions lead to big results. It's not enough to just set goals. You need to have a plan to achieve those goals. You need to break those big goals down into smaller, manageable steps, and then you need to take action on those steps every single day. Success is not about making one big decision. It's about making 1,000 small decisions every day that align with your goals. Let me give you an example. Let's say your goal is to lose 50 pounds. That's a big goal. It might seem overwhelming at first, but when you break it down, it becomes more manageable. Maybe you decide to cut out sugary drinks and replace them with water. Maybe you decide to walk for 30 minutes every day. Maybe you decide to prepare your meals at home instead of eating out. These might seem like small actions, but when you consistently take these small actions day after day, week after week, month after month, suddenly that big goal doesn't seem so impossible anymore. That's what being obsessed with winning looks like. It's not about making drastic changes overnight. It's about consistently making small improvements every single day. Another crucial aspect of being obsessed with winning. Your environment. You have probably heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And there's a lot of truth to that. When you are obsessed with winning, you understand the importance of surrounding yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be better. If you hang around with 5 confident, successful people, you are likely to become the 6th. If you hang around with 5 negative, complaining people, guess what? You are likely to become the 6th. That's why it's so important to be intentional about your environment. Seek out mentors who have achieved what you want to achieve. Join masterminds or networking groups where you can connect with like-minded individuals. Read books and listen to podcasts by people who inspire you. It's not just about surrounding yourself with successful people. It's about being the kind of person that successful people want to be around. When you are obsessed with winning, you naturally become someone who adds value to others. You become someone who lifts others up instead of tearing them down. You become someone who sees the potential in others and helps them realize it. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. What separates winners from losers is how they use those 24 hours. When you're obsessed with winning, you understand that time is your most precious resource. You don't waste it on trivial pursuits or mindless entertainment. You invest it in activities that move you closer to your goals. That doesn't mean you can't enjoy life or have fun, but it does mean being intentional about how you spend your time. It means prioritizing what's important over what's urgent. It means learning to say no to things that don't align with your goals so you can say yes to things that do. Let me give you an example. Imagine 2 people. Both want to start a successful business. Both have full-time jobs and families. Person that comes home from work plops down on the couch and watches TV for 3 hours before going to bed. Person B comes home from work, spends an hour with family, then dedicates 2 hours to working on their business plan or learning new skills. After a year, who do you think will be closer to the goal? The answer is obvious. When you are obsessed with winning, You don't make excuses about not having enough time. You make time for what's important. True success is not just about financial wealth or career achievements. It's about being healthy enough to enjoy the fruits of your labor. When you're obsessed with winning, you understand that your body is the vehicle that carries you through life. You can't afford to neglect it. That means eating nutritious foods that fuel your body and mind. It means getting regular exercise to keep your body strong and your mind sharp. It means getting enough sleep so you can wake up each day ready to tackle your goals with energy and enthusiasm. But it's not just about physical health. Mental and emotional health are equally important. That means practicing mindfulness or meditation to keep your stress levels in check. It means taking time for self-reflection and personal growth. It means nurturing your relationships and maintaining a strong support system. When you're obsessed with winning, you understand that success is holistic. You can't neglect one area of your life without it affecting all the others. In today's rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt is more important than ever. When you are obsessed with winning, you don't fear change, you embrace it. You see change as an opportunity to grow, to learn, to innovate. Think about some of the most successful companies in the world. Companies like Amazon, Apple, or Google. These companies didn't become successful by sticking to the status quo. They became successful by constantly innovating, by anticipating changes in the market, by being willing to disrupt themselves before someone else. The same principle applies to individuals. The most successful people are those who are able to adapt to new circumstances, learn new skills, and pivot when necessary. But here's the thing about adaptability. It doesn't mean changing who you are at your core. It means being flexible in your approach while staying true to your values and goals. When you're obsessed with winning, you have a clear vision of what you want to achieve. But you are not rigid in how you get there. You are willing to try new approaches, to experiment, to fail, and to learn from those failures. Another crucial aspect of being obsessed with winning, gratitude. You might be wondering, what does gratitude have to do with winning? Well, let me tell you, everything. When you are obsessed with winning, it's easy to get caught up in always wanting more. More money, more success, more recognition. And while ambition is important, it's equally important to appreciate what you already have. Gratitude is not about settling for less. It's about recognizing the blessings in your life and using that recognition as fuel to drive you forward. When you practice gratitude, you shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. And when you do that, you start to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You start to see abundance where others see scarcity. But gratitude is not just about feeling good. It has tangible benefits. Studies have shown that people who practice gratitude regularly are happier, more resilient, and even healthier. So how do you practice gratitude? It's simple. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on what you are grateful for. It could be something big like your health or your family. Or it could be something small like a delicious cup of coffee or a beautiful sunrise. The key is to make gratitude a habit, to train your mind to focus on the positive aspects of your life. When you're obsessed with winning, you understand that gratitude is not just about being thankful for the good things. It's about finding the silver lining in challenges and setbacks. It's about being grateful for the lessons you learn from your failures, for the strength you gain from overcoming obstacles. Winners are not just focused on the present. They have a clear vision of where they want to be in the future. Having a vision is like having a roadmap for your life. It gives you direction. It gives you purpose. It gives you something to strive for when things get tough. But here's the thing about vision. It's not enough to just have one. You need to be able to communicate that vision to others. You need to be able to inspire others to join you on your journey. Think about some of the greatest leaders in history. People like Martin Luther King Jr. or Mahatma Gandhi. These weren't just people with good ideas. They were people who could paint a vivid picture of a better future, a future that others wanted to be a part of. When you are obsessed with winning, you develop the ability to not only create a compelling vision for your own life, but also to inspire others with that vision. You become a beacon of hope and possibility for those around you. It's easy to make promises to yourself. It's easy to set goals. But without accountability, those promises often go unfulfilled. Those goals often remain unachieved. When you're obsessed with winning, you don't just rely on willpower or motivation. You create systems of accountability to keep yourself on track. This might mean finding an accountability partner, someone who shares your goals and can check in with you regularly. It might mean joining a mastermind group where you can share your progress and get feedback from others. It might mean using apps or tools to track your habits and progress. But accountability is not just about having someone or something to keep you in check. It's about taking full responsibility for your life and your actions. When you are obsessed with winning, you don't make excuses. You don't blame others for your failures. You understand that you are the author of your life story, and you take full ownership of both your successes and your setbacks. Another crucial aspect of being obsessed with winning: balance. You might be thinking, balance? I thought we were talking about being obsessed, and you are right, we are. But here's the thing. True winners understand the importance of balance. Being obsessed with winning doesn't mean neglecting other areas of your life. It doesn't mean working 24/7 and burning yourself out. It means striving for excellence in all areas of your life. Your career, your relationships, your health, your personal growth. Life is not just about achieving one big goal. It's about creating a life that's fulfilling and meaningful in all aspects. When you are obsessed with winning, you are obsessed with winning at life, not just at work or in business. This means taking time to nurture your relationships. It means pursuing hobbies and interests outside of work. It means taking care of your physical and mental health. It means giving back to your community. Because here's the truth. You can't sustain success in one area of your life if you are failing in all the others. True, lasting success comes from achieving balance. Success rarely comes overnight. It's the result of consistent effort over time. When you are obsessed with winning, you understand that persistence is the key to achieving your goals. You don't give up at the first sign of difficulty. You don't quit when things get hard. You keep pushing forward, even when progress seems slow. Think about water dripping on a stone. One drop of water is not going to make much of a difference. But over time, with persistent dripping, that water can wear away even the hardest stone. The same principle applies to achieving your goals. Small, consistent actions, repeated over time, can lead to massive results. But persistence is not just about doing the same thing over and over again. It's about being willing to adapt your approach when something is not working. It's about learning from your failures and using those lessons to improve your strategy. When you are obsessed with winning, you understand that setbacks are not permanent. They are just temporary obstacles on the path to success. And with persistence, those obstacles can be overcome. If you don't believe in yourself, it's going to be pretty hard to convince anyone else to believe in you. When you are obsessed with winning, you cultivate an unshakable belief in yourself and your abilities. This doesn't mean being arrogant or overconfident. It means having a realistic assessment of your strengths and weaknesses and a firm belief that you can overcome any challenges that come your way. Self-belief is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And the stronger your self-belief, the more likely you are to take risks, to push yourself out of your comfort zone, to persist in the face of setbacks. But self-belief is not just about positive thinking. It's about taking action. It's about proving to yourself through your actions that you are capable of achieving great things. Every time you set a goal and achieve it, no matter how small, you build your self-belief. Every time you face a fear and overcome it, you build your self-belief. Every time you learn a new skill or solve a difficult problem, you build your self-belief. True winners understand that how you win is just as important as winning itself. When you are obsessed with winning, you don't compromise your values or ethics to achieve success. You understand that true, lasting success is built on a foundation of integrity. Integrity means doing the right thing even when no one is watching. It means keeping your promises even when it's inconvenient. It means being honest even when the truth is difficult. Success without integrity is like a house built on sand. It might look impressive for a while, but eventually it will crumble. When you operate with integrity, you build trust. And trust is the currency of success in both business and life. People want to work with those they trust. They want to do business with those they trust. They want to build relationships with those they trust. In today's rapidly changing world, creativity is not just a nice-to-have skill. It's a must-have. When you're obsessed with winning, you understand that creativity is what sets you apart from the competition. It's what allows you to see opportunities where others see obstacles. It's what enables you to come up with innovative solutions to complex problems. But here's the thing about creativity. It's not just about having good ideas. It's about bringing those ideas to life. It's about turning your vision into reality. That means being willing to take risks. It means being willing to fail. It means being willing to challenge the status quo and think outside the box. When you're obsessed with winning, you don't just accept things as they are. You are always asking, how can this be better? How can this be different? How can this be more effective? Winners are not satisfied with being good. They want to be great. And they understand that greatness is a journey, not a destination. When you are obsessed with winning, you are always looking for ways to improve. You are always asking yourself, how can I be better today than I was yesterday? This mindset of continuous improvement applies to all areas of your life. In your career, it might mean learning new skills or staying up to date with industry trends. In your personal life, it might mean working on your communication skills or developing better habits. But continuous improvement is not just about adding new skills or knowledge. Sometimes it's about eliminating things that are holding you back. It might mean letting go of limiting beliefs, breaking bad habits, or removing toxic relationships from your life. You see, when you're obsessed with winning, you understand that growth often requires pruning. Just like a gardener prunes a tree to promote healthier growth. Sometimes you need to cut away the things that are no longer serving you to make room for new growth and opportunities. Now, as we near the end of our time together, I want to leave you with one final thought. Being obsessed with winning is not about being perfect. It's not about never making mistakes or never facing setbacks. Being obsessed with winning is about having a burning desire to be the best version of yourself. It's about waking up each day with a commitment to growth and improvement. It's about facing your fears, overcoming obstacles, and pushing beyond your limits. It's about understanding that success is not a destination, but a journey of continuous learning, growth, and improvement. A journey that requires discipline, persistence, and an unwavering belief in yourself and your abilities. So I challenge you today, embrace this obsession with winning. Not winning against others, but winning against your own limitations, winning against mediocrity, winning against complacency. Set big, audacious goals for yourself. Create a clear vision of the life you want to live. And then take massive action towards making that vision a reality. Remember, success leaves clues. Study those who have achieved what you want to achieve. Learn from their successes and their failures. Apply those lessons to your own life. But most importantly, never give up. The road to success is rarely smooth or straight. There will be bumps along the way. There will be detours and roadblocks. But if you stay committed to your goals, if you persist in the face of adversity, if you remain obsessed with winning, there is no limit to what you can achieve. So go out there and win. Win in your career, win in your relationships, win in your health, win in your personal growth. Because when you are obsessed with winning, when you are committed to being the best version of yourself, you not only improve your own life, but you inspire others to do the same. And that, my friends, is the true mark of a winner. Not just personal success, but the ability to lift others up along the way, to create a ripple effect of positivity and achievement that extends far beyond yourself. So let's make a commitment today, a commitment to excellence, a commitment to growth, a commitment to winning. Because when we are all striving to be our best selves, when we are all obsessed with winning, we create a world of endless possibilities and opportunities.